Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Coach Moshier. I've been in Mount Whitney for 28 years now, so I probably had some of your parents in class back in the day. I've been coaching that same amount of time. I've coached girls basketball here and then also track and field. So anyways, my topic tonight is on team unity and commitment. And so a couple things that I wanted to talk about. First off is, in order for you guys to be successful, number one thing is you have to be committed. And there's a lot of things that go into being committed, okay? Some of the things that Hector was talking about nutrition, okay? He didn't talk about sleep, but sleep is important. Water is important. Taking care of your body is important. That's part of being committed to a sport. Next thing of being committed to a sport is communicating. You need to communicate with your coaches. Let them know what's going on. Let them know if there's a situation that comes up and you're not going to be there. You need to make sure you're communicating, letting them know. And the last thing about being committed is you need to be there every day. If we have a whole bunch of people not showing up every day, how are we going to ever achieve to our greatest potential? And so those are the main things about commitment. The other thing I want to spend a little bit more time on is team unity. And originally when Mr. Vidak asked me to talk about this, he asked me to talk about how to create an environment of being one team. Okay? That's not something that I can cover in a 10-minute speech. If you're on the track team, you know we spend a ton of time just creating that type of environment, a unified team. And there's different types of characteristics it takes for each athlete in order to contribute to that environment. And if we could see more of that type of environment across all of our sports, that would be outstanding. So, I'm going to start off with the positives. Number one, how many of you have been on a team that worked really well together? You guys kind of meshed, you got along with each other, you supported each other, okay? Probably quite a few of you have been on a team like that. Others of you may have never had an opportunity to be on a team like that. I guarantee you, like Coach Laird was talking about, on those teams, he's talking about what great relationships he had with those guys, whether they won or whether they lost. It's the relationships that you have with each other that creates that unified environment. There's a couple other things that it's going to take. It's going to take people on the team being unselfish with their play, unselfish with their attitudes. It got real quiet because a lot of you know what I'm talking about. Okay? It takes you trusting in the coach and the process that they're taking you through. Okay? That's another thing it takes to be a unified team. It takes everyone on the team being on the same page. You got to be on the same page. If half of us are against what we're doing and half of us are for what we're doing, we're never going to have that unified environment. And the last thing is, it takes athletes taking on leadership roles. Probably one of the greatest lacking things in your generation is you guys being willing to take on leadership. Speak up. Take a stand for what you believe in, what you think's best for the team. Holding other people on your team accountable. All those kinds of things are probably the most important ingredient to a successful, unified team environment, also the hardest for your generation. And it takes having just a couple of those people. The most successful teams I've seen in the last 28 years at Mount Whitney didn't only have great athletes, but they had great leaders that were students. They were members of the team that were not afraid to step up and hold their teammates accountable. That's what it takes to have a unified team. Here's some characteristics that divide a team. Blaming other people. Oh, it's the defense's fault that we lost. Oh, the offense turned the ball over again. Oh, that guy right there, he missed his man. He missed his coverage. All those kinds of things. Blaming other people creates division in the team. Okay? Not trusting your teammates. Thinking, I've got to do it all by myself. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. I got to do it by myself. If I don't do it, we're not going to win. Right? Those things all create division in the team. Selfishness, thinking that it's all about you, only talking about you, only talking about how you play. Okay? Never building up a teammate. All of those things are going to create division amongst your team. Lack of work ethic, questioning your coach. All these things create division amongst the team. And then, like I was talking about, no leadership. If you don't have any leadership on your team, as athletes, you're going to struggle. Cliques, little groups. This little group against this little group. And we're going to try to get ours, and this group over here, we're going to try to get ours, and never coming together as a unit or as a whole. Those things create division. Let's talk about what you guys can do to create a unified environment on your teams. Because I guarantee you, you will have the most positive experience, and you'll achieve to the most of your ability if you have a unified environment on your team. Number one, you bring positive energy to practice, to competitions, to game day. Okay? Right, Hector? Not walking in and being like, oh, well, we're going to lose. We're going to get killed today. All right? Bring a positive energy. Think about what is the things. Maybe you know that you're going to go against a good team. Shoot, in track, we know all the time we're going to go against good people. But the mindset that you take into it makes a huge difference on whether you have a positive experience or a negative experience, regardless of the score at the end. You can still have a positive experience. You can still have the game of your life, your best performance, and lose. It's actually possible. Okay? Supporting your teammates and being their #1 fan. That's how you create a unified environment. Be your teammates' fan. Want them to improve. Some of you guys in here, you don't want somebody on the team to improve because you're afraid you might lose your spot. Okay, we're never going to be as good as we could be if we're afraid of our teammate taking our spot. Rather than trying to build everyone up, if we're all trying to push each other to be the best that we can, then we might actually achieve a higher level. Okay? Next thing, I already talked about it, was hold your teammates accountable. If people are slacking off, if they're not giving their full effort, they're missing practice, they're, partying on the weekends, all these different kinds of things, call them out. It's okay. If they hate you because you called them out, then maybe we shouldn't have been friends anyways. Right? Because you're just watching out what's for best for them anyways. Oh, I lost my screen. Check on your teammates. If you notice something's off, you notice something's wrong, check on them. Make sure they're all right. Make sure they don't have something big going on that you need to maybe help them or support them with. And I think one of the biggest things that I want to touch on that creates a unified environment is being unselfish and your body language. I cannot tell you the number of times I've been in a football game and there's somebody who, misses a play or whatever else, and they walk off the field and they're having a fit and doing all this stuff, right? It distracts from everything else that's going on. Rather than just run off the sideline and start supporting their teammates, we got to have it be all about me. I got to be having my fit on the bench at the basketball game because I missed my free throws or whatever else. Rather than get on the bench and start supporting your team. Maybe you fouled out. You go sit at the end of the bench with a towel over your head. Right? What kind of teammate is that? Sitting at the end of the bench with a towel over your head. Well, I'm not playing, so it doesn't matter to me anymore how we do. You false start the race. Are you moping on the side? You supporting your team. You have a choice in all those moments. And if you can make it more about the team and less about yourself, you're going to create an environment that's a lot better, more exciting, more enjoyable environment to be a part of than just being all about you. And besides leadership, that's the other hardest thing for your generation. It takes work. It takes practice. It takes an intentional effort to say, hey, come on, let's go. You got this. Keep up with me on this next one. But it's very, very simple. And it's just like practicing anything else. You practice it for a little while, you'll pick it up, and it will become a part of who you are as a teammate. And your teammates will respect you and appreciate you for it. Thank you.